Legend of Total War here with part 2 of my Rome Total War Barbarian Invasion Let's Play campaign as the Eastern Roman Empire. Alright, so previously we got things started by basically making sure that everywhere is Christian, at least within our own empire. They all seem to be Christian now, which it's good to have unity one way or another. I don't care if it's pagan or Christian, it's all the same to me, as long as we're unified. And then we've taken the fight out here to against the Sassanids, and we also destroyed the Goths. It's actually pretty funny how to, hordes can be an absolute nightmare to deal with, but what you can do to avoid that is if you kill off all their family members before they become a horde, they don't get a whole bunch of free units afterwards. So we had to go in there and essentially kill their generals and then leave the battle, so we lost the battle but won the war. Took a lot of casualties, but the Goths are gone, and they can't return now. So I need to send a lot of these guys back for retraining. As for Limitania, I don't really think I want to keep them, so get rid of those. Yeah, these as well, get rid of them. And just start sending some troops back to be retrained. So it's a reasonable sized army here. There's not a lot here in Dacia. It's a minor city, so it certainly would be worth taking. As for mercenaries are a little bit more expensive in this than they are in vanilla. I'm not a big fan of these units. I think we can handle ourselves with what we got here. Let's just make our way in. Yeah, taking Dacia, I think is a good thing. Now over here we've got the Western Empire rebels. Let's conquer them. And our allies might even come and help us. Although I was preparing to invade the Western Roman Empire, I don't care one way or another. I want the region. That's all I care about. Now, coming down here. Yep, we found it. Yeah, get these guys together, and I'm not really fussed on how quickly they get there. Another thing to note, though, the longer they... Okay, this guy here is pagan. Same with you. I thought that if we got more Christian leaders in the area, it'll start moving it towards Christianity, but I don't know. This could be a very difficult region to hold. It may even be a better idea to take these two and send them up north. I'll do that actually. So, as far as I'm concerned, these guys here, they would be better off dead. But if they're going to die, I might as well send them into battle to fight my enemies. So that's worked out quite well there. They're not on the road anymore. Not that road matters particularly. So over here, this is still Zoroastrian. We've been waiting for a situation where the public war is going to be under control. Now, I reckon if I destroy this now, we'll be fine. Because I can put in the yearly games. Convert to Christianity. Just need to stay here a little while longer until the Zoroastrianism has gone away as much as possible and we improve the public order. Over here. A lot of horse archers, so we would be quite good in a field battle. Oh, we'd crush these motherfuckers. But I reckon if we attack them, then run away. I think we're better off just besieging the settlement, and I reckon what they'll do is they'll come over here and attack me. And out in the field, we'll have the advantage there. So these ships are fairly expensive. If you really want to save money, disband them. But the Eastern Roman Empire is quite rich. As the Western Roman Empire, you pretty much have to disband a whole bunch of units straight away, unless you want to go completely bankrupt. And by disband units, I mean trash units, things that you don't need, excess boats. Okay, looks like we've got it all under control. Let's construct stuff. So, looking over here, 100% Christianity. That's good. But we need public order. What do we need? I mean, we can always just increase the games. Maybe we need to get rid of this corruption. An academy would help do that. Someone's going to have to get rid of this at some point. Antioch is corrupt, but it's not that corrupt. So I think we'd benefit a lot from improving the port. We'll work on getting rid of corruption eventually. But more money means more troops. And better troops at that as well. A port here would be a good idea, otherwise we're not trading at all. I don't think there's really anything else we can construct. And most regions are building something, so yeah, grab that. Can I build siege equipment here? Yep. Just double checking. Alright, good, let's move on. I do like it when I can predict things and it just turns out exactly how I want it to. Now the problem here is going to be this guy here. These are the Clibinarii Immortals. They're fucking hard to shoot. They're just all round really hard to kill. Get rid of them. Actually, we don't really need to worry about them so much. It's these here. If we wipe them out, then we don't need to siege this. We don't need to assault the city. But it doesn't matter. One way or another, let's just kill them. Okay, so got a bit of cavalry, a bit of melee cavalry, not heaps. Enemy reinforcements will come from here. What I need to do is take this high ground here with the infantry. I want you guys to go harass them to begin with.
Attempt to save themselves.
I need the cavalry to go take out their archers. Now you guys don't necessarily worry too much about this. Get over here. Yeah, prepare for them. Get up on the high ground. Mounted slingers, you can just go into melee with them. Try and get to these desert archers. Okay, once all their missile units are gone, then we can justify just shooting them. Come on, break you shit. Well, I got rid of more than half of them, but we still need to kill more. No need to use them right this very moment. Where are you shooting? Okay, put on guard position. I don't think the Levy Spearmen have javelins. Let's let them shoot. We got plenty of ammo. So, balance of power is in our favour. The biggest problem is, of course, going to be those this super heavy cavalry. I mean, they have the potential to take out my entire army. Like I said, it was a bit of a toss-up between whether or not to play as the Sassanids or Eastern Roman Empire, and to be honest, the only reason I went with Eastern Roman Empire is because I thought it would get more views. If I was going to play this campaign again, next time it will be Sassanids, I think. Because I don't think anyone really cares about the Barbarian factions. I mean, I'll play as them eventually. And by eventually, I mean, like, over the next couple of years. Like, here's the thing, when I last played Stainless Steel, I said next time I play the game, I'd play as probably Byzantines, and people are now bothering me about, so when is this Byzantine campaign going to come out? I don't know, like, maybe in a year? If I decide to do it at all. It's never a promise. Basically, here's the thing. Don't expect any campaign until you actually see episode 1. Once you see episode 1, you'll know that they'll all come out. I'm not going to be one of those people that just be like, episode 1 and then, hey, give me 1,000 likes or else you don't get episode 2. That won't ever happen. And like campaign, like for I can think of an example, like the Grand Campaign, the Grand Conflict one, where I only did 1 episode of the Lombards. That was largely because Total War Warhammer came out at the same time. I just couldn't justify playing that, and it didn't get many views anyway. So I don't care about likes. I don't think anyone really cared, and I covered the campaign before, and it really wasn't polished just yet. Anyway, I think I covered enough of that campaign to get people, you know, somewhat excited for it without it getting to a grind. Okay, you get back over here. Don't let them get away. If they're going to surrender, it probably would have happened by now.
The enemy army is in flight. Pursue them and drive them from the battlefield.
Looks like I've missed out on quite a lot of kills there. We're probably not going to be able to capture the city on this attack. But we've softened them up, that's for sure. If I can kill that motherfucker, that would be good. Anyway, they're not my concern, or major concern. It's these guys here. Yeah, don't... Oh, he's gonna shoot my own troops. Right, get over here. We're gonna try and shoot this general if we can.
The enemy general is slain, and now his men fear us. It is time to press the attack.
I need them to run these guys down, but I can't be close to this. You need to get back over here. He's doing a bit of damage, but of course that's probably the strongest unit in the game. Just use up nearly all of its ammo. At least they're not retreating. That's good. Good for me. Let's just hope the sheer number of arrows that we're shooting at him will actually do some damage. Yeah, they're still firing back, that's okay. These aren't that valuable to me. They would be if we were to send them over to the west. But over here, they can barely pierce their armor. Alright, this is as good as dead. Yes, he's really not doing a lot of casualties. Okay, let's bring up the Limitanio over here. If nothing else, just so they soak up the ammunition, because I don't care about them. And they'll also be easy to replace. Alright, I'm going to need to pincer him between my general and my Scholar Paladino. Okay, it's kind of good that he's coming charging in here. Like, who gives a fuck about Limitanio? We need to make sure we cut him off. Alright, you guys stop shooting. Probably just going to shoot more of my own troops. Okay, shouldn't be any escape for him now. Even when completely surrounded by spearmen and heavy cavalry, these guys still give us such a hard time. Okay, good. At least he's fine to the death. They felt like shit then. None of this matters if we don't actually kill the general. Wipe him out. Good. We killed a lot more than we lost. But damn, those Clibinari immortals. Fucking hard to kill. That'd be a very easy assault. We could probably just auto-resolve that, actually.
Prepare for battle.
Yeah, they'll need to be exterminated, or else we're not going to be able to maintain public order. Alright, so we've got the same sort of problem that we had down south. Okay, Christianity here is actually growing. So if I was to repair... Don't bother repairing it then. How much garrison? 80%. Okay. So this guy here is, I think... Is he the faction heir? Or is he the leader? Yeah, he is. Oops. Okay, reducing the amount of squalor would certainly help. But we can recruit some good units from here. Like Eastern Archers, maybe I should get them. They're quite good. And we can get Legio Lancarii. They're okay. Equites Auxilia. We'll get some of those first. And yeah, retrain these guys here. Just because we don't have a full stack, no point disbanding these guys right now. And build an arena. But basically, we're not going to be able to leave until this settlement is under control. And that could take some time. So over here in Hatra, let's have a look. We're not going to be able to leave here, not for a while. Just got to get that Christian influence. For some reason, the game is being held there as providing Christian influence, not pagan, but I don't know. It's fine.
Imperator. Forward. Moves depleted, sir. Imperator. Onward. Moves depleted.
Really not particularly a valuable settlement, but... so the Romans, the Western Romans pissed off. They've left this for me to deal with. I know they're effective against armor, but I don't think they're that effective inside of a settlement. But fuck it, we've got tons of money. Why not? Because I got a lot of Limitanii here, and they suck. Let me just check our generals here. Christian, Pagan. Getting you killed in battle might actually be a good idea. Like I said, we want to just get rid of religious differences, one way or another. Like, I don't give a shit. Christian, pagan, Zoroastrianism, it's all the same to me. It's all wrong.
Men! The battle is inevitable, but victory hangs in the balance. Do your duty as true Romans, and victory will be within our grasp.
Okay, so archers up first. The Eastern archers are a hell of a lot. Well, Eastern auxiliary archers, actually no, they're called Eastern archers, are better than anything that Western Rome can field. Alright then, they don't even want to come up here. Peasants are a low value target, but really any kills that our archers can get, go for it. So who's this over here? So they've got a general's bodyguard. Well, I guess they'd need to, because they're like a... they're a rebel faction, but the Empire rebels they're a weird bunch. I'm not exactly sure how they function. They're actually a faction that can come back multiple times, or infinite number of times, throughout the campaign. Unless, of course, you've taken out all the Romans and they can't come back. So there's just lots of peasants.
The walls are broken. Our troops should be ordered forward.
Okay, just getting them organised. Good. So my archers have pretty much run out of ammunition. I would say they didn't do their worth in this campaign. In this battle, because they've only been shooting peasants, but still 66%. Looks like it's just peasants in here and a general's bodyguard. I'm going to use a Limitanii because this is not a particularly large settlement. And they are spearmen, but they're just really unreliable.
Now is the time to press on and capture this place.
I did say that it would be in my best interest, I think, to throw this guy away because he's pagan. But the problem is, if I do throw him away, I can't expect these guys here to fight very well. Let's just hope this works. So I'm gonna sacrifice him, basically.
For your general to fall on his sword.
I hope he dies.
Another day. He is running away.
Hang on, this could actually have worked out quite well because we haven't got the general loss penalty to morale.
The enemy general is running away. This is no way for a leader to behave, but in battle, it's beyond belief.
I don't think he's coming back. So then we'll have to take the penalty. General's left the battlefield. We didn't lose many men on that. So how many of them are left? That didn't go too badly. Alright, let's start moving up here. Bit of a messy blob, but oh well. The thing is, these guys here can't arc their shots very well. Let's just hope our guys here don't break en masse, which is probably what's going to happen. Because they're terrible fucking units. They might actually be able to handle themselves now. They're shaken. Alright, good. They should be able to handle this now. So that unit there's probably gotten wiped out, but like I said, Limitani, they're so bad I wouldn't even bother recruiting them. Unless we're in a desperate situation. The only time they're actually any use is for when they're holding the town square. Alright, so let's have a look at the damage. Yeah, so they're not coming back. And the Imperial Household Bodyguard, they all came back, so... I don't know, maybe he lost a point of command because he was a coward. I don't know. So this region's pagan, that's why we can't keep this guy here. Well, the region's pagan, but it's actually majority Christian, so get rid of Sol Invictus, and that'll probably increase public order. Yep, all good. So it's Christian. This guy here is the pagan. I need to put him somewhere. Here, I really want him to die. Just send him up here. I want him to die. So, I don't care if I win or lose this battle, it doesn't matter at all. I'm just sending him to die. This is a filthy pagan. Don't want to do this because I want him to die. Get really right into the thick of it there. And if he can, you know, kill a few peasants, well that works as well for us. Kill a few rebels, I mean. That being said, if he actually wins this, clears the road for us. What would be ideal is if he won the battle, but also died. Where is he? He needs to get right into the thick of it. We're actually winning.
Press forward so the spirit of his army is broken too.
God, and me trying to get him killed is going to end up being a great general. Oh well, what we can do to reduce his influence is put him on a boat and then just leave him out at sea.
The enemy army is in flight.
Well, send him in to die, and we fucking won. Oh well, it's still good. We clear the road, and then probably next turn rebels will show up over here or something. That's pretty normal.
Ready to sail. Set sail.
So just put him out in a boat, leave him out at sea. So public order here looks like it'll maintain reasonably well, even without. We'll stay here for one turn because we want to reduce the level of paganism. It's only at 85%. those peasants will be here to maintain public order. After we're done here, we could move in to fight the Berbers. They're called the Berbers, right? Let me just check. Which are neutral towards us. Or we could take on the Western Roman Empire. Now the Western Roman Empire, I imagine right now, is in a very weak state. Hitting Carthage would be very valuable for us. And there's nothing there. Yeah, we'll go and hit Carthage. Fuck the Berbers. We'll deal with them another time. So yeah, staying there for one turn. Alright, so the Goths, mercenary Allen horse archers, yeah, sure. And they're not even that expensive. So I'll take that. This is a good settlement. This time we want to win.
A battle's never an easy thing to face. Await my orders. Unit, form up dismiss.
So yep, just organising my stuff. We've got loads of archers, so that's definitely a good idea to make use of them. Whoops. Alright, we'll attack up through here. Good. Anything they can do to thin them out, it's all useful to us. Oh, he's on the other side. So Goth Raiders, those are missile units. Send the generals to go get them. Probably should have checked which one may have been pagan so that we can sacrifice them. Oh well, next battle we'll check it. Maybe they're all Christian, who knows. I don't think they ever convert. Alright. Stop shooting. More Goth Raiders, take him out. I don't think there's a general's bodyguard in here. Enemy general's bodyguard. They do have some cavalry, Goth horse archers. Well, general's bodyguard can take them out, but not amongst all this other shit. Looks like there's two groups of Gothic horse archers.
Great gods be praised! The enemy general is killed! Fear makes a home in our enemy's hearts!
So, yeah, we can definitely take on the horse archers, just need to be mindful not to take on their infantry. Here come their infantry. I really want to get rid of these horse archers first. It's not that dangerous. My generals... This guy here is in danger. Pull him out. Same with you. You're in danger. Pull out. You're not in danger just yet. Okay, now you're in danger. Put him out. Okay, there's only a handful of their horse archers now. That's easy to deal with. So now we get an archer unit to skirmish them. Actually, probably better off if we bring all three. Keep these guys here so that if they charge down at us, we can take them on. We can take on those heavy units, just not right in there where they've got invincible morale. We want to break them. Okay, so coming up to stand up over here. It's good that these have such long range. It really helps us out. Pull back. It looks like I cop it a little bit. Can I get out of there? Pathfinding in cities is shit. But they broke, so that was well worth it. Well worth it, because now we just run them all down. And they've got nothing left, so we've won this. "35 casualties. Very good.
Victory! Rome has conquered.
Needs to be exterminated." So the Goths here were actually Christian, but the public order here is absolutely terrible. So our governor here is a pagan, so he can't stay here.
Orders.
This guy's not very good anyway.
Onward.
So this guy here is also a pagan.
Sir. Onward. Combining troops.
So it looks like there's going to be some rioting. I need to take these pagans out of this region.
Move out. Out of move, sir.
So what else is going on here? So there's 3 characters in the region that are pagan. This guy here is Christian. Bring him back in here. That way at least. We've got superior Christian influence, so pagan unrest is going to go down a little bit. Okay, now we need to reduce the amount of population here. Okay, it won't riot with that. But I don't actually want to recruit these. Let's get some comitatenses. What are these? Equites Auxilia. I may have to stay here for a few turns. See, the problem with comitatenses is that they don't have good morale. They might have good stats. They're well armoured. Alright, we'll get those. Bring them up front. It'll maintain public order. But it looks like we'll have to stay here for a little while.
General.
I should have passed this on to him. Because these guys here, we'll want to get them killed.
Imperator.
Okay, the combatants, actually all of these guys can actually be retrained at Dacia.
March. Out of move, sir. Sir.
Okay, hopefully this just pushes them aside.
Attack.
Okay, good.
Victory. General. Imperator.
Now this guy here, he is a Christian. Good. Just wipe them out. Just in the way.
Victory.
So this looks like it's owned by, yeah, Western Roman rebels. Yeah, hire some Equites Auxilia so they can get rid of those rebels. There's only a handful of them.
General. Forward. Out of
So they're going to meet up with each other and move towards Babylonia, I suppose. Though I probably don't need them to.
Sir.
Okay, we've got Sassanid forces down here, so maybe I should have sent them down this way. Well, actually, they can still make it down this way. I'm going to need to recruit some help. All I've got is here peasants. If they end up taking Tarsus, it's not a big deal. I mean, they might not. How much corruption's here? A little bit. If I was to build this, a little bit of money, just why not? If they besiege it, I'll just cancel the construction. So I really need to be getting my best cavalry. Let's have a look at what's the best cavalry we can get. So we've got Hippo Toxotai, horse archers. So you can get Equites Clibanarii, but I don't think they're anywhere near as good as the Sassanid ones. They do have a lot of armor. Oh, they're also effective against armor, so they're good at getting rid of armored units. Then there's Equites Cataphractii. They actually they've got more defense, but that's because why is that actually? Actually, no, they don't. I'm just having a look. They are more expensive. They're about charging, right? They've got a huge charge bonus. And Scolae Palantine. No, I think I'd probably end up going with Equites Clibanarii, just because of all that extra armor. Like, the actual attack bonus of cavalry is not that important, because they're there for breaking the enemy units, breaking formations, not there for prolonged combat. And if they're effective against armor, then that attack is basically worth twice as much against other armored units, which I'd use them against enemy generals' bodyguards. And they've got even less attack. But we're a little while away from purchasing those. Because as I've said before, I've never played as the Eastern Roman Empire before for a full campaign, so I don't know their complete roster. You don't need to know their complete roster, you just need to know general tactics in general. Probably disband one of those and save a bit of... crap. I was going to say save a bit of cash, but I guess not. So... yeah, we just need to help get rid of the paganism a bit more. Shouldn't take too long. So over here, they just need to maintain public order here for a little while. Okay, let's move on. Give me map information as well. I don't really need money from them. I just want to know where they are. Okay. Okay, public order here has actually gone down. But it will still maintain 70% is fine. It doesn't ride at 70%. Largest faction is us, that's good, so we've surpassed the Western Roman Empire. Okay, so we were here for that one turn, that's all we needed to be. So let's leave.
Aye, aye, Captain. No more moves, sir. Aye, Captain. Aye, aye, Captain.
I mean, he'd be good to use in battle, but I don't want... if we lose him, that's probably a good thing. That way we get a different general. if I'm not mistaken, it looks like they're actually coming to attack me. So, let's make sure we're ready.
Forward! I'll remove, sir! Imperator!
Right, just go and besiege it, but don't actually assault.
Settlement, sir! Settlement!
We're not going to be able to leave here for a little while, just because we've got to get rid of this paganism. Can use this opportunity to recruit more troops. Now fuck that, get equities. I don't need competencies. Unreliable units. Most reliable units are cavalry, in my opinion. At least for me, because I can handle cavalry quite well. Yeah, so they're heading over to the east. So we should go down that way as well, apparently. Oh, that's because these guys here are blocking it. I guess we should get them off the road.
Move out! Orders, General! March! Combining troops! Prepare for battle! Victory!
I'm fine with them standing there, as long as they stay there for good. Okay, this guy's here is pagan, so gotta get rid of him. He's out there because he's pagan. Yep, jump in there, that's fine. Same as you, just stay over here. Paganism is probably better for us than Zoroastrianism. And you are what? Christian as well. Okay, good. So hopefully we're actually influencing this region positively towards Christianity. I mean, I doubt that that's a pagan church, a pagan shrine. Good, quite a wealthy region. It only takes 2 turns to build, so why not? The public good is under control. Guess it just doesn't have any more areas to trade with at the moment.
Ready to sail!
Okay, you move up. Can you attack it? See, I don't have a problem with them staying there, but there's no reason for them to stay there.
Prepare for battle!
Whatever. Let's get these guys some experience. See, here's the main problem. We'll get rid of this rebel army, and it will just pop up again somewhere else. Somewhere maybe even less convenient.
If you can smell something,
That's why I usually don't bother trying to get rid of rebels.
that group disperse!
Instead, just putting them somewhere else is usually the ideal position.
Unit, group, disperse! Unit, disperse!
Right, I don't think I need my infantry at all in this, so I'm just going to use my horse archers and my general's bodyguard. So what have they got? Mountain slingers. And they're going for the high ground. I'll send these guys to go harass their slingers. That's it, activate their skirmish mode, make them run to the back of their army, and then we'll chase them away. Watch out though, they've got a general's bodyguard there. Good, there we go. That's all we wanted to see. So you come over here. Oh, is he coming in at us? Right, he is, but we should be able to beat him if we get him completely sandwiched there. Okay, I need you to come back over here as well. Gotta crush him. Kill him.
The enemy general flees. Press forward so the spirit of his army is broken too. Great gods be praised.
Alright, battle's won.
The enemy general is killed. Fear makes a home. Oh.
No need to run them down because they're rebels. But we essentially took no casualties on that battle. Alright, where else can we build? Actually, public order here is okay. So let's try and make more cash out of it. Good, so for the first time in the campaign, we're building something in every region. How many regions do we have? 23. How many do we need for victory? 34. That's not very many. Anyway, moving on. So we'll have to sally out there and crush them. This guy's in here. Like, I don't care if this guy dies. I'll fight this battle. Oh, that's actually two of them here. I think I might actually win this, but if I lose and these guys both die, it's fine. They're pagans. They're of no value to me anyway. They're actually of negative value. Because if they die, then we can adopt new Christian candidates. Actually, I'm not too sure about it, because those are levy spears. I need to take out the camels first, because that's the general. If I can take out the general, we'll be okay. But legend, camels beat horses. No, they don't. They don't have a combat bonus versus horses, they have a morale bonus. And he's a general's bodyguard, they're not likely to break anyway. I want them to chase me. Camels are so fucking slow, even the infantry are bloody keeping up with them. But that's okay, they'll get exhausted and then it'll be so much easier to break them. The red line's here. Steer clear of it. We just gotta wait for the right time to strike. I just want these guys by themselves. Come on, you're on the attack, you have to come at me. Let our guys have a bit of a rest. Gotta make sure that they continuously move. Oh, damn, they're fresh. But I don't think their infantry would be. Yeah, they're chicken shit cowards. Okay, I reckon these two, since we've got them isolated from these, we can go after him now. Good, we got him pincered. But we gotta kill him before they get here. You gotta kill him. I mean, they're just camels, so they're easy to run down at least. Oh, but we're right near the red line. There he is. Come on, kill him. Got him. What have I always said? Camels fucking suck. They've got no place on the battlefield as far as I'm concerned. I don't like fighting near the red line because now I don't get enough time to run them down. Okay, I think a good solid charge into these guys will break them, especially because they're tired. So probably starting to get dismayed by loss of the battle. Can't these fuckers get away? Probably not going to wipe them out entirely. They're just not doing a very good job of running them down. Too many are getting away. Get around his back.
The enemy army is in flight. Pursue them and drive them from the battlefield.
Unless that there is 25% of their... Actually, that is 25% of their troops. So if we wipe them out, as in every last one of them, then we should get 85%. Good, we did.
The enemy.
Victory!
So... The Western Roman Empire have come to help us out over here, somewhat. I'm gonna fight this battle manually, just so I can watch the Western Roman Empire do a shit job of this.
Victory is near at hand!
I'm sure as shit not going to help them in any way, shape or form. I mean, why would we? If anything, I'd want to use friendly fire against them. Try and shoot them. Because if we just auto-resolved this, I don't think the Western Roman Empire would have taken many casualties. I don't know. Either way, I mean, they're not going to lose. Actually, they're doing a good job. But the Gothic spearmen, they're putting up quite a bit of a fight before they die. The Foderati spearmen did nothing.
Great gods be praised. Rome dem-
So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, they got rid of one of the rebels in my land, and they took some casualties. I'm going to send you to actually go besiege Ctesiphon. Not to attack it, though. I don't think that would work. Oh, fuck. They'll sally out there and we'll get crushed. But that's okay. I want those guys to die anyway. Transgression, Western Roman Empire, betrayed by... Oh, they actually... How did they do that? Oh, they actually besieged it. It's okay. If they attack, they'll lose. Well, that's actually good because now we don't lose reliability
Set sail!
as we come over here.
Yes, Captain. All ashore. Sir!
I think I need to send my cavalry up ahead.
Orders, Imperator. Leaving the army. Engage the enemy. Besieging settlements, sir.
So large stone walls. Good, this is going to be a big prize for us here.
Orders, sir. Orders. Leaving the army. Imperator. Sir. Imperator. They're on.
Did I forget to retrain those units here? Or maybe I couldn't. Oh yeah, no I couldn't.
Ready to sail.
So you just stay on the boat. We'll have him participate. Hopefully he doesn't command the battle though. Alright. You come over here. So those will need to be retrained. Public order here is improving. Oops. They'll probably just get some sort of upgrade. Good, that guy's standing there, that's perfect. He's not doing me very much damage.
Imperator.
Get over here and attack them. So over here, the public order is... Well, there's still a lot of Zoroastrianism here, but we should be able to leave. Send them over here, because I really doubt they'll win. Yeah, we can leave. Wait, did I ever bother retraining? I forgot to retrain the Limitanii. So we'll do that before we leave. Do we have... What else do we have available here? Okay, they need to be retrained. But first, clear away this scum. Actually don't. So we'll just stay here for one more turn. Don't need monthly games anymore. This guy's pagan. Get him over here.
Orders. Prepare for battle. Out of move, sir.
Them standing there works well for me, doesn't block the trade.
Fleet ready.
Okay, I'm gonna just ban this fleet. Don't need it, it's just costing me money. Don't need it. And they're standing on the road there. Alright, let's do some construction, then move on to the next turn. Can't really build a lot, but that'll help with public order. I'm gonna have to actually increase the games here. Right, so what regions have bad public order? Just Artaxata. Which one's that? Ah, right, yeah, no. We can't end the turn with this under siege. Public order will be fine as soon as we lift this. Seems silly that we'd even make this attack. Alright, let's do it. He still has to stay here for quite some time. Alright. Bring the horse archers over here. We'll send them out first. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if the enemy actually ran away. Because the balance of power is just not in their favour in the slightest. But if we can shoot them a bit while they're trying to get away and just kill a few of them, well then that'll be good. Just thin their numbers out. I don't think they've got any slingers in this group here. Let me just check. What's this? Oh, those are slingers. Okay, archers, I want you to come out here and shoot those slingers. I'm not sure if my horse archers can outrange the slingers. How about you come out here and kill them? So, just get rid of those mountain slingers. Then I can shoot the others. Good, well, on skirmish mode... This is why I say, skirmish mode is useless. Because you can use it against them. They should have stood and fought. And they're not going to win either way. Well, they would have done more damage to me. Okay, this isn't good. Get back, get back, get back. Get back. Okay, I need these guys to charge in there. I'm sure they'll break them. I think I can actually retrain these units here though, so it's actually not that bad.
The enemy general flees. Press forward so the spirit of his army is broken too. The enemy general is slain, and now his men fear us. It is time to press the attack.
And they're leaving. Yeah, I figured as much. Well, let's wipe out this group if we can.
The gods be praised. The enemy's hearts are full of fear, and now they flee. Oh!
So the other ones I would have just withdrawn back to there. Okay, public order's been improved from that. I don't have any money, but I want to keep hiring some more units from here. So let's see, what can I cancel? We don't really need this right now. Oh, don't bother. It's going to be destroyed soon anyway. Let's see if there's something else we could build here. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, moving on. Yeah, I figured as much. Our guys here would not stand a chance, even against one of these guys. It will not work, so I'm going to withdraw. So one of them ran away. So I'll put him back into siege it again. Can hire some mercenaries. Yeah, why not? Fuck it. I got the money. Thing is, even if we take Tessiford, we might not be able to hold it. From public order reasons. So that guy went up here. Yeah, that's that capital. I don't think they've got that many regions left. Can't tell how pagan this region is. Hopefully not very. Shouldn't be too hard to beat this. But we'll probably have to stay here for quite some time just because public order is going to be shit.
If you can smell something right, await my orders.
Alright, let's get organised and start with the skirmish, of course. If we moved over here, we might be able to shoot over all this into there. And all I'll need to do is make sure that these areas here are locked down tight. What the fuck are you doing? I told you to come over here. Oh, well, that's okay. They came straight at us, so that's fine.
The enemy general flees. Press forward so the spirit of his army is broken too.
Okay, I'm confident that if these guys get into position here, they can be in range. Yep. Alright, good. Good. They can't do anything now. They can't get to my archers, they can't fire back because we outrange them, they can't come out because we've blocked the exits.
The enemy general is running away. This is no way.
We just keep shooting them, keep thinning them out.
Battle, it's beyond belief.
Taking very few casualties here, they don't stand a chance. If we can get them all to simultaneously rout at the same time, then we'll win. And simultaneously means at the same time, or whatever. Okay, these guys here have run out of ammo, but they did their worth. Okay, how about you guys start coming in over here? Good stuff. Crushed them. But this is not exactly a great victory, just because we won quite well. This is a shit settlement.
This land is Roman.
Might as well enslave them. Same amount of population lost. Okay, so... Okay, majority of it is Christian, so that certainly helps. But the problem here is that public order just fucking sucks. We're going to have to adjust the capital. Otherwise we're going to lose this region. Which doesn't really matter that much. I mean... Okay, we can't leave him here. Hang on, let me just see. If I make the capital Antioch, it doesn't cost anything to do that. Okay, Dumatha's under control, but what about every other region? Looks like you're going to have to stay here a little while longer because of that. At 70%, it'll be fine. And paganism's still dropping. It'll only be for a short time that we're leaving the, I think that, yeah, we're going to need walls here. Doesn't seem like we have any bad public order anywhere else. Colonia Dacia, oh yeah, then that's fine. So then, Carthage, let's conquer this.
Attack.
What mercenaries do we have available? Alright, how much money are we making now that we have to adjust the capital? We're still making about 10,000 a turn, so I could hire these cavalry, but they're not going to be of any use to us in this battle, because it's a city. Alright, let's attack it. What's what we've got? Oh, hang on. Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. Don't worry about the general that's setting out the boats. Just leave it behind. If it was an open field battle, it'd be better to bring him in, but because it's a city, there's a bit of a liability.
Before night comes again.
No, not them. Archers. And put them in positions where they're not likely going to get shot. Because I'm not looking to take the walls by force, I'm looking to take it with stealth. Problem here is that all these fucking areas... I'm sure we can retrain these guys somewhere around here. And you can't come in through that way. There, that should be okay. I think that's pretty low chance of success. They didn't even garrison the walls. No men deployed on them. Alright, well then, what we do is just have one of these guys go around one way, and then the other go around the other, and capture the walls. We get our archers around, just see what we can shoot, and once we've done as much damage that way, send in the infantry.
Praise the gods! The siege towers are at the walls! Now the real
Oh,
fight
you
begins.
fucking turd. This is why large stone walls fucking suck. I wonder if Feral Interactive fixed this for iPad version. I bet they didn't.
Great gods!
So how are we going over here? Same issue. Motherfuckers. Okay, I don't know how you got that. Fucking glitchy as shit. It doesn't matter. Go and capture this. And fire back on them Romans. The Western Romans, that is. Okay, I need to be able to get all of these guys up on the walls if we want to use them to shoot. And that can be difficult getting those last few ones up here. Okay, good, that worked. And same with these over here. Alright, so while this is going on, you should be running around the walls while I'm trying to get these guys up. It's actually pretty funny though when the AI is like stuck like this. They bring like 6 siege towers and all of them are stuck on the walls, and then you just wait for the archers to shoot them all. Probably why some people prefer defensive sieges. They're like, look how good I am, because the AI they came up with 10,000 men and I only had 200 and I won. Yeah, because the AI glitches itself out. You can pat yourself on the back as much as you like. Okay, so these guys as well, just go and capture all the walls. Okay, so once these guys have reached over here, I'll get these guys up on the walls. Actually, I'll tell you what, it might actually be quicker if I get them off the siege tower and just come around this way and go up the normal way. And try and shoot into the town square. Alright, up you go. That's obviously no concern. They'll get close and break. It took them longer to break than I thought they would, but they broke. What's going on here? Oh, right, yeah, that happens. Okay, that means the entirety of the walls belong to us. Now, I want these guys over in that position as well. I don't think the Bucellarii will have enough range to shoot into the town square, but I think these guys will. So these guys have got some units over here. They're not getting shot. They must be in the blind spot, but that's okay. They can't quite shoot that far. There's supposed to be another unit here, but I don't see it. Alright, well then come over here and shoot them. Alright, let's start getting the infantry in. Start with the Limitanii. And we're going to need the generals to give them back up, or else they'll break. There's not very many of them. Shouldn't be too hard for these guys to win. I missed their chance to shoot, but the tails are doing some damage. So that's the general's bodyguard there. What does he think he's doing? If he wants to come out this way, that certainly serves me, because I'll shoot him. Okay, the other archers over here. Try and get them into position, and maybe we might get lucky and they might take a shot. Alright, these guys in position. How do I get them over there? Alright, get over here. Same with you too. Actually, you stay right there. So what are we up against here? We've got Imperial German Bodyguard and Foderati Cavalry. Foderati Cavalry are trash, so you don't have to worry too much about them. But the Imperial German Bodyguard, they're alright. I think they're the same stats as Imperial Household Bodyguard. We'll have to wait a little while for these guys to recover their fatigue. Now, of course, some people probably say, why not just walk them into position? Well, in my experience, it takes roughly the same amount of time to walk into position as it does to run into position and then just wait to recover your fatigue. The difference being, if they were to attack us right now, we wouldn't be in a good position to fight them. But they'd be pincered, so it doesn't matter. Because these guys would come up their ass. God, they take their sweet time moving around in cities. They like to dance around a whole lot. Shit. Okay. Get in there. Like I said, he's pincered. He's not getting back.
The gods be praised! The enemy general is dead! His men know their doom approaches.
And Foderati Cavalry are trash. They didn't do any casualties. Didn't inflict any on me. Crushed them in that one. Took a long time to do it because we had to be careful. We could have taken a lot of casualties because of the walls. Yeah, exterminate the population. It's already up. Oh, it's actually a large city. It doesn't matter. We make a lot of money from it. It'll grow fairly quickly. And we've gained a lot of intel on what's going on the sides of things. And we've kicked the Western Roman Empire completely out of Africa.
I cap. Attack! Victory! I cap.
Ah, fuck.
Row for your lives! Move to quick.
Can't do anything about that. It's all just based on luck, unfortunately. I mean, they can just go to a port and regenerate, so it'll be fine. Pirates are always way stronger than their normal ships. So we can replace everyone except for the mercenaries. So probably get a few more archers and some cavalry before we head off to probably Corsica first. No, Sardinia. Corsica's up this one. I always get them mixed up. So we'll start off with some Eastern archers. Actually, let's get a boat first. I really want to clear the seas here. What should we build? Let's build a... Hang on, Dromedaria. They're camels. I fucking hate camels. Could get competencies if I purchase this, because public order is going to be fine. So yeah, we'll get the Legion Barracks. Just out of curiosity, what's our best unit? The Competency First Cohort. These guys actually have good morale. They've got better stats and higher numbers, but they're very expensive. That doesn't bother me too much. Morale is one of the most important stats, and it's the only one that's got good morale. Plus they inspire nearby units. Right, where are we going with you? Out this way, but also build some watchtowers. Hang on, are any of you pagan? Nope, that's good.
March! Build tower. Orders, onward! Imperator, move out! Combining troops, move out!
Okay, everything's been retrained here.
General!
So, I'm not really too fussed if these guys want to try and take Hatra again.
Imperator! General!
Hang on.
Imperator!
I'm not going to leave a garrison. Well, actually, I'll leave, I'll leave some Legio Lancarii. They might be able to defend themselves alright. The public order will be fine. As soon as they put some troops in there, it won't be a problem.
Imperator, forward! Build tower, move out! Combining troops,
You know, better to be aggressive than defensive. In the time it's going to take them to besiege and capture the settlement, we'll have besieged and captured Ctesiphon. Plus these guys over here, if this gets besieged, they can come down here and stop it. They're going to be there for ages. Okay, Jerusalem's public orders improved, probably because we put Antioch closer. Actually, no, I want more population growth. So Athens is no longer... Wait, it wasn't Athens that was under siege, it was Thessalonica. It'll take them ages to starve it out, so... If they starve us down to like one turn, I'll go out and try and stop them. But otherwise, I'll recruit some more Equites Auxilia down here so they can try and get there in time and help. Okay, well that's done. So these guys here, I can't leave yet. Holy shit, look at all the devastation around here. Do you know what that indicates to me? The Huns are there. That's what that tells me. Oh, we got a peace treaty with them, so... Just because... Oh, hang on. Could it be the Vandals? It must be the Vandals are there. I thought it might have been the Huns. So public order over here. Okay, I've managed to retrain those units. If I was just to recruit a few peasants to maintain public order, hopefully we can leave now and head further into Atropatene. Is this guy a faction leader? Yeah, he's... Before he dies of old age would be good. Okay, we should be able to leave. So far, so good. Oh, right. But here's why he was staying there. Now that we've got the public order under control, we need to destroy this. So we can convert it to Christianity. So yeah, we can't leave just yet. They'll need them to be built to fix it up before we leave. But at least we've got a lot of Christianity in here. It's going to fix public order up. You know, quickly over time. Anything else to do? Doesn't look like it. Moving on. Yeah, alright, I'll fight this. I don't expect to win it, but if we can smash up this army, then fine. Like I said, these guys here are expendable. Oh, we're at an hour and a half, so after this battle, at the beginning of the next turn, we'll end the episode.
Men! The battle is inevitable!
And it's a river crossing for them. Okay, well, I don't really have the ideal army for a river crossing, but we'll do what we can.
The ferryman will be busy today. The enemy have brought more men to the fight.
So we just charge at them when they get to around here. I wonder if our camels are actually going to do anything. Because they'll help frighten the horses, the enemy horses. I'm not going to frighten the Clibanarii Immortals enough. So just wait for it. Alright, there we go. If they want to send their troops over here in waves, fine by me. Okay, they're not breaking, so pull back. Because we're getting shot otherwise. Here, over this way. Oh, look at that, they're actually swimming across. There's an interesting feature which they only had in this game, which was swimming. And then they didn't have it in any other games. Like, this would have been really good for Medieval. Well, Medieval 2, everyone's wearing much heavier clothes. I can't imagine anyone crossing a river wearing a full plate of armor, or even like big padded armor. Not going to happen. It could also have been a very clever solution to pathfinding bugs, where in Rome Total War, you know, units would walk into the water and just die. Just because pathfinding was shit. Get out that way for. You gotta wipe them out.
The heart of the enemy general with fear. Now he flees the field like a coward.
Probably not going to catch them. Or maybe I will if they do this.
Enemy army is in flight. Pursue them.
Just ran straight
Drive
past us.
them from the battlefield.
Run them down, we can wipe out the entire army. Provided we win. The only thing that concerns me now is the Clibanarii, but I was expecting to take more casualties on this. On this part. Yeah, they're just... Look, it's not that important that we wipe them out. Just get back over here. Get ready for the hard part. The Clibinario Immortals. Okay, so what I want is for you guys to be up front. And for these guys to be ready to attack on the flanks. Alright, let's crush them. I want you to charge into these levy spears, because I don't want them in prolonged combat with us. If we need to be able to break them. I don't think this general's particularly good. That was shit. Yeah, don't ever tell me camels are good. They abandoned their general. Get back over here, help us kill the Clibinario Immortals. You're fighting the wrong unit. Pull it out of this. The horse archers has arrived. Come on, kill the general. He's broken, but we haven't killed him yet.
The enemy general is slain, and now his men fear us. It is time to press the attack.
And we need charges if we want to kill these levy spearmen. Seems like they've got very good morale. What's going on with that? Try and take out these horse archers first. Got some experience. I mean, I wouldn't have been able to win this battle without the camels, but still, they weren't very good. Okay, we don't necessarily need to wipe them out. It would be good if they did. Maybe we should wait until they come back, because they've only lost 44 men. Because if we do this, then we take Ctesiphon. I think they'll recover their morale. Just to stay away from them in the meantime. What I could have done was actually gone over the other side and met them there, but I still think that, yeah, they came back. Shit. Okay, I want you there, ready to go and meet them on both sides of the river. So you get over there, you get over here, and you can just whatever. No, come on, let's go here. Well, you're not getting off here now. Can these bodyguards here swim? No. And they broke. Shit. This fucker's here. So where exactly are they routing to? Camels suck. Okay, we're about to pincer them now. There we go.
The enemy army is in flight. Pursue them and drive them from the battlefield.
Now I need someone ready to spot. Oh, they all just died. Huh. Well, fine. I guess they drowned. So that means that Ctesiphon is mine.
This is...
Victory! Victory!
I don't know if I'll be able to hold it though. I will be able to hold it. If we have a look here, a lot of pagan characters. We don't have enough Christian influence here to get that started. Bit of this would help. So let's have a look here. Most advanced faction, yep. Strongest faction's us. Richest faction's us. Nice. So, what, they just sacked it or something and then left? If the Vandals want to come down here, fine, I'll kill them as well. So yeah, with this, just need to wait for all of the Zoroastrianism to go away, which shouldn't take too long. Anyway, that's the end of this episode, guys, so like and subscribe. Part 3 is next, and don't forget to visit me on Facebook. See you next time, fuckers.